we do have to touch on really quick. This wasn't the craziest game of the day in the Big Ten by a long shot. Okay. Michigan State went into Iowa, hit 11 of their first 13 threes with a minute and 34 seconds left on the clock. They made 2 free throws and they took a 91-78 lead, and they lost. They were down. Iowa was down by 11 with less than a minute left. They came back to win in overtime. They hit 5 threes in the last 55 seconds, right? It is the second biggest come from behind win in the history of Division I college basketball. The biggest, Jeff, Texas A&M came back from 12 down against Northern Iowa to win in double overtime in the 2016, I believe, NCAA tournament. That was after Northern Iowa hit that half court shot to beat Texas. Unbelievable, insane. I can barely wrap my mind around the fact they scored 23 points in a minute and 34 seconds. Jeff, where do you stand on this?
Well, I just can't believe this happened to Tom Izzo. Like, think about that. Of all coaches for this to happen to, Tom Izzo blew this lead, right? Like Iowa, we know they got shooters, but Tom Izzo, a Hall of Famer, let this happen. And, listen, the bottom line is these things can happen. Iowa's got a bunch of dudes. Peyton Sanford, when he gets going, he can make shots. Chris Murray made one. I think both McCaffreys made one. I mean, it was everybody for that team. I will still say, even though Michigan State blew this one, okay, I like the Spartans come March. I like the Spartans in the NCAA tournament watching them. I think they have the pieces. Tyson Walker was awesome in this game, right? Jaden Akins played well in this game. Those are, to me, Jaden Akins getting back to what he was. You've got now Walker, Hoggard, Akins, Hauser, Malik Hall looks healthy. Like, I still wouldn't write them off at all. I think this was a one-off. It happened. It was shocking. And I think it was all inspired by what? The Fran glare. The Fran glare was absolutely. That's why this happened. So from now on, Fran, just go up to the official. Don't even wait. Go up to the official before the game.
Explain what happened for the people listening at home. Explain what happened.
Well, like, I don't even know. I don't know what triggered it. All I know is,
so what happened is he was mad at the official, right? There's about a minute and 20 seconds left on the clock. It's 91-81. And the camera just catches him standing like this, staring straight in the eyes of the official. And he
Kelly Pfeiffer
keeps walking towards him. When he gets about 8 feet away, the ref is like, nah, I've had enough of this. And he just walks straight to him, looks right back in his eyes. And it's like, what is going on? It felt like that scene in Breaking Bad.
That should be a tech. You can't walk down the ref. You can't walk down the ref like that. I mean, they were at home. I was watching the game being as a frequent gambler. The shots Michigan State were hitting, I was like throwing my hands in the air like, okay, it's one of those games. I mean, they were hitting threes. They were kind of wire to wire winning. I actually turned the game off. I was a little annoyed. And turn it back on. It's like, he misses the free throw. They hit the three. I mean, it was a classic type game. And if I'm on Michigan State after Tom Izzo, maybe Tom Izzo's checked out maybe a little bit, because I've been in games where, like, the only way they can beat us, fellas, is if they hit threes. Yeah. They cannot beat us on layups. It's impossible. So that should have been the message throughout the huddle. Guys, if they hit layups, we will win the game. Yeah. So it's frustrating when you see it. The March Madness preview, I guess, because I don't think there's going to be a last of some crazy comebacks, because that's what it's gearing up to be, a crazy, crazy March.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I'm with you, both of you guys. I do like Michigan State when it comes to March. There's a reason why we say that it's January, February, Izzo, April, right? Like, he finds a way to get it done. I like the way this team is built. You got to have multiple guards. Listen,